Hey there, super coders. I'm Ritu from Mool Minis. Are you ready to dive into the world of Scratch and become a master coder? I promise you will have a tons of fun today while we learn how to make cool games and animations. And guess what? You get to create your very first project with Scratch today. So, today in this video, we are going to learn the basics of Scratch programming. We will start by learning how to download Scratch app on Android and web, how to start a new Scratch project, what the Scratch screen parts are, what is a block, what is a code, how to understand X and Y coordinates, and finally, we will make a fun mini project where a character moves around different locations using coordinates, and we will also learn how to save our project. So, let's start. First, we will start with downloading the Scratch app on tablet. So to download the Scratch app on Android, we need to go to Play Store on the tablet. And here on the search bar, just type Scratch. And the Scratch app will appear in the options downward. And we just need to click on the install button. But here I have already downloaded the Scratch app for my tablet. That's why it's showing it's installed. And when I click on this open button, it will open the Scratch app on my tablet. So this is very simple way of downloading the Scratch app on tablet. So now let's move to the web one. On the web, type scratch.mit.edu/download. From here, we have options for different operating systems like Windows, Mac, Chrome OS. For direct download, click on direct download and it will start downloading here. As I have already downloaded it on my system, so on the search bar, if you type Scratch, it will appear here and you can open your Scratch app from here. But if you want to use it directly on the web, we have option for that as well. Just type scratch.mit.edu and you are on the home screen. You can directly click on start creating. It will open the Scratch project for you and you can start creating your project here. So this is the Scratch interface. So when you open the Scratch, you mainly see these three screens. The left one is the block one. You can see these colorful and different shapes block. This is where all the magic begins. Basically, this is your toolbox where you will find blocks in all colors. Blue ones are the motion ones, purple are the looks, sounds, elements are in yellow color. Cool, right? And this is the code area. You get to drag these blocks here. Make your script move and talk your sprite. For example, you see when this flag clicked, move 10 steps. So this is our sprite. When we click here, it will move 10 steps. And now on the right side, this is the stage plus sprite area. The upper side is the stage and this is our sprite. And also we can add backdrops here. We have multiple types of backgrounds according to our game or theme we can add, and also we can upload new backdrops as well from here. Same with the case of sprite, we have multiple sprites here. Depending on our requirement, we can add them. Pose, music, dance, fantasy. And if we want to add any sprite of our choice, we can upload from our device as well. Okay, so now let's talk about the star of the show again, the sprite and the backdrop. Sprite is like a character that moves and does things on the stage. For example, I'm adding a backdrop here. For example, I have added this bedroom backdrop here, and this is my sprite. The backdrop is the background of your project, like the setting of your story or game. Suppose you have a story that this sprite is going to sleep on the bed, so you need a setup of a bedroom. So you set the bedroom as your background. You can switch to another background, like just changing the scene of a movie. If you want to process your game, like after 5 seconds the sprite get up, and you want to change it to a morning scene or a bathroom scene, you can add another stage as well. If you go here and check for the, you can add another backdrop here. Suppose I tried to search for the bathroom. Unfortunately, bathroom is not there. Suppose I want to put baseball here. So now there are three backdrops. This is our very first, that is the plain backdrop. Second backdrop we added of the bedroom, and third of the baseball. So it can switch to any of the backdrop whenever we want it. Now let's talk about the blocks. These are blocks. These looks like puzzles. You can see we need to, adjust our puzzles. Each one does something different. Here motion blocks are blue, so we can easily identify our blocks with their colors. Like we don't have to check like whether this block is from motion or looks or sounds. We know if it's yellow it is a event block, we know it's blue it's a sensing block, or if it is a green it's a operator block. So we can easily recognize any block by its shape and color. Some blocks are starters, like the green flag one, because it does not have any placeholder above it. Other blocks can be placed underneath this block, but none of the block can be placed up upon this. Next is what is code. It is like giving the computer a list of instructions to follow step by step. Imagine you are a robot and you have to follow a list of commands. Code tells the computer what to do, like move 50 steps or say hello. Suppose I'll create a very simple. Okay, this is our sprite motion. Move 10 steps. Instead of 10 steps, we can change it to 100 steps. And after moving 100 steps, it will say hello. So we will go to looks and it will say hello. Or we can change the seconds as well, for suppose 10 seconds. Now when we click on this green flag, it will move 10 seconds and say hello. Now let's talk about X and Y axis. Think of this stage as a grid. X and Y are just the coordinates. They tell us the position of the sprite. Every sprite or everything on the stage holds a position which is determined by X and Y. For example, if I place the sprite here, what is the position of the sprite right now? It is X minus 135 and Y minus 66. So what is minus 135 and minus 166? X tells your sprite that it should move left to right. When we are talking about the X position, it tells the position of the sprite towards the left to right direction, and Y tells it to go up or down. And the middle point of this whole stage screen is origin, where the value of X and Y are 0. When we move towards right, the value of the x increases, and when we move towards left, the value of the x decreases. That's why the position of the x here is minus 35, because it is left to the center of the screen. And similarly with the y, if the sprite goes upward from the center of the screen, then the value of the y is positive. If it goes downward from the center of the screen, the value of the y will be negative. That's why the value of the y is minus 66, because if we compare it to the origin, it is down towards the origin and it is left towards the origin. That's why x and y both are in negative. If I place it here, now it is up from the origin and towards the right of the origin. Now you can see both the values are in positive. If I place the sprite here, now tell me what are the values of x and y. With the x, it is positive because it is above from the origin, and with the x, it will be negative because it is left to the origin. Now it's time to make something fun. Let's create a glide adventure. Imagine your sprite is going on a journey from home to different bases. Let's make it glide smoothly between little, like a little road trip. It will go from like from home to first position, then second, then third, and coming back to home. So what will we do first? First, we will pick a backdrop and a sprite. So let's go to the app. We will pick a backdrop. I think this will be the best one because here we have 4 position. Okay, we can change the size of the sprite as well from here. It is 100, let me make it 80, so it will be a bit smaller. So this is our home position. Now I want it to glide to position A. This is our position B and this is C. Okay, I want it to glide to this position A. So how will I start my project? Firstly, I will go to event and put this block here. When I click on this green flag, what happened? My sprite, I need to the sprite should be selected here. Now go to motion and go to glide, where I want it to glide to, here. Now it's on this coordinate. These coordinates must be reflecting here. So drag this block underneath the click block. Now move it to position B. Now you can see the position of x and y changes here. Glide. Now position C again here, and now I want it back to home position, which is this. Now what will happen when I click? It will glide here, 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 like this. But if I want that it should glide slowly, I can change the seconds from here. So for example, I want it a bit slower. 4 seconds, 1 and 3 seconds. Or if I want it to wait there as well. So I think it's in the event block we have the wait. Yeah, wait for 1 second. We can put this block after each glide, so it will wait at each position. Now when I start, I click this flag for 2 seconds. Now it will wait for 1 second. Now slower. Yes. That's it. How fun was that? Now don't forget to save your project and give it a cool name. So how can we save our project? Here we can place our project name. First, glide project. enter. That's it. This is how I'm saving my project in app. If I want to save it on web, how can I save it? For that I need to sign in there, and the same way I have to give a name to my project and then click on the save project. So look at you go. You just made your first flight adventure game. You are on your way to become a scratch coding pro. Remember, coding is like playing with building blocks. The more you play, the more fun it gets. So keep experimenting and creating your own games and stories. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fun tutorials. Until next time, happy coding, super coders. Bye. See you in the next video.